Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on MW3. I know it's been some time since I've actually sat down and, spoken to you guys and played an actual game out instead of just, keep making a little montage of clips that I saved up. I figured with the last 3 videos of me uploading, with all the highlights, I guess you'd call it, from the beta, I figured I'd actually just come back around and just make videos again like I normally did. I was eventually going to when, Black Ops 6 did come out, but I figured, you know what, why wait? I've already waited long enough, and I feel like I don't need to be waiting. I mean, time is ticking, right? I mean, I have a bunch of tokens that I apparently just never use, so I just randomly come through here and just start unlocking things. Mainly in this video, I wanted to talk about the beta, Black Ops 6, my opinions, the pros and cons that I feel is, necessary of talking about. Overall, just the feel of the game, and just the fact that I genuinely feel like this is one of the better Call of Duties over the last couple of years, at least since Cold War. This definitely blows MW19 out of the park. This definitely blows MW2 out of the park. Honestly, I'd say it's even better than MW3 in certain areas. I'm just gonna go through and talk about a lot. Don't mind, by the way. Are you kidding me? Well, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to use my bot account, and that's really a sad sight. I wasn't even gonna try and 2-box with it. I just wanted it in my party so I wasn't going up against complete sweats. Speaking of sweats and SPMM, that's what I want to kind of get into first of all, since let's get the negative stuff out of the way. Black Ops 6. Yeah, if you're a good player and you're a solo player, prepare for not a good time, because this is what your lobbies are going to look like. No one's going to have really a low level. Everyone's going to pretty much know what they're doing, and that SPMM is going to kick in so fast. So much faster than you think it is. It's really a sad sight. I mean, it's really, there's nothing you can do about it. I started noticing that it was getting really bad as I started spending some more time in it, but I figured I'd download it to my 2-box and make it a little bit easier for me to play out some games. I'm not gonna lie, the overall feel though of Black Ops 6, very nice, very nice. I think it's a very well-rounded game. I think they were working on it for like 4 years, so I think it's definitely, it shows that they've put some time into this one. I really enjoy the way everything looks. I don't know what it is with MW2, even MW19, and even MW3 has a little bit. It's got almost like a grayish green hue over top of it. It's like a weird film over top where it makes it very difficult to see players at certain times. Certain points it'll like blur it out, or like there'll be like some sort of I don't know, like a film over the screen. And I guess my graphics are all turned down. I guess that's pretty bad, but in every other game, and especially that Black Ops 6, it didn't affect me that much. This lobby is very sweaty, I could definitely tell. For those of you wondering what a 2-box is, it's technically just another account with shittier stats than my current account. And just by even having it in my party, it lessens the chance of being in a constant sweat fest. You guys could clearly tell from the levels in this that these people at least know what they're doing. I'm not gonna lie though, see, I don't even know how that guy saw me. Dude, he didn't even see me. What the fuck? Dude turned around and like cracked out of his mind. I do not belong in a lobby like this. More on the cons side of Black Ops 6, I would definitely say it was a little light on the content. I don't mind the maps that they put in. I don't mind that at all. I actually quite liked most of the maps that they added, but I think that especially with the week 2, they really didn't add anything new. They added they added Face Off the last day of week 1, and they added one other map, which I believe was that mall map or something. They changed the names of these? I haven't been on MW3 in months. I honestly, when Black Ops 6 came out, that was when I finally touched COD again. Honestly, can't stand this game. Guess we're going with fucking Ink House, guys. Alright. My overall opinions, though, from what I've gathered from Black Ops 6, once I started kind of not being in the sweaty lobbies and I was just being able to just enjoy the game for itself. I think the guns feel great. I love the way the gunsmith works, where it's not really as soon as you put on an attachment where it just completely either like destroys the gun in a certain area or it's like buggy. Like, I don't know why there was issues with the past Call of Duties where certain attachments would make it either really overpowered or it would just be very buggy or it wouldn't even help the gun anyways. Like, it would just be very odd. Oh, this looks very interesting. No, I didn't notice any sort of issues like that. The only issues I'd say that the game necessarily had with, I don't know, just the way it was made, I guess. I don't know what it is with the engine, but I feel like that engine promotes a lot of packet burst. Like, a lot of packet burst. I saw many people complaining about the packet burst, and I mean, that's not a new thing that I'd say that people complain about. Like, when MW2 came out and MW3 came out, I was complaining big time on the packet burst. This game gave me insane packet burst when the game first came out. And I don't know if that's just with the engine or like just certain like PC builds can't handle it, but I knew people that had better PC builds than me, worse PC builds, they still were getting that packet burst, and hell, some of them were like actually crashing. I think the first time I opened the game, it crashed. After a while, I think the first like day or two, the packet burst kind of died down for me. Every now and then it would kind of ramp up, but it wasn't a complete issue, you know? It was just like an annoyance, like it was very, very in the way. I don't know if that's an issue with the game or if that's fixed or that's just some sort of server connection slash like, you know, the like loading the, I don't know, the assets of some sort. I don't really know how that all works, but I wanted to point that out, and I also want to point out how, Jesus Christ, point out how some people, I don't know if all people were experiencing this, but I noticed that some people were actually getting banned off of Black Ops 6 and MW3, you know, just banned off of their Activision account, and I'm not sure if they actually ended up doing stuff, but I know for a fact that there were many, many instances on Twitter of people posting like, hey, Activision, what banned for what reason, you know, hello. No, it's a thing. I know Activision kind of does that every now and then, but I know it's usually more of an issue than like actually them getting banned. So I don't know if you guys were one of them that ended up getting that ban. If you guys are, I really hope your account gets figured out or you have it back when the game fully comes out. I'd say that's about it on the negativity. Sorry about that. I been dealing with a broken rib recently. I know that's pretty much of a shocker to most, but I'm not gonna get into everything, but essentially I ended up coughing myself into a broken rib. No, that was a possibility. I've been dealing with this cough for about 3 weeks now. The first week I didn't have any sort of pain. Second week, immense pain in my rib. And, you know, now I'm pretty much past the third week and I'm just kind of recovering. Wasn't too bad, but, you know. Damn. Anyways, good sides of Black Ops 6. I think everything is honestly pretty well balanced. I know that there were two guns that were that stuck out that were very unfair. I think it was that the Jackal something Jackal. I know that one ended up actually getting a nerf week 2 around. MP5 was a little meta, you know. TTK was definitely higher than the Jackal, but I'd say the Jackal was overall like the better pick out of the two. The guns that I was using mainly, just sniper rifles, and judging my opinions off of the sniper rifles, I think they are better than the previous snipers we've had, but that's not to say that they are slow as shit. When you start off, especially compared to a lot of the other weapons, it is drastically slower. Like, you are not going to do nearly as well as you would be with a shotgun, an SMG, like some sort of LMG even. Honestly, the LMG movement speed was pretty off the wall. With the sniper, they really nerfed your movement speed, and that bolt speed, the fact that you gotta wait till you hit level 44 or 42 on the weapon to even get the higher bolt speed is absolutely ridiculous. I don't think that that's good at all. I don't like that at all. It felt smooth though. It didn't feel clunky. I was able to kind of push through it. I was getting closer and closer to hitting clips, but you know, it's very difficult to kind of compete with sweaty players that kind of are using meta weapons, and I'm using like basically a cane. I'm walking around with a cane in the fucking lobby. It's just hindering my movement speed. I can't nearly shoot or even aim in as fast. I mean, you would expect that, but not from a Call of Duty game, you know. I view Call of Duty more as like an arcade shooter, kind of do more of the things that you would presume impossible in real life, but have that kind of relation with like real life, I guess, atmosphere and guns. Doesn't have to necessarily take part in the physics of it. Like, they don't gotta do all that where I'm like walking like molasses trying to fucking pick my boots up out of the mud. Not trying to do that, man. I mean, for the most part, pushing through, and once I leveled it up, it was definitely a little bit more tolerable, and I think the choices between the guns, especially the two sniper rifles, I honestly like how they do fucking damage. I don't have to sit there and wait to fucking upgrade it all the way to get a certain barrel to be able to actually one-shot people with a sniper. I enjoyed that it just acted as a sniper rifle without me doing all that, you know what I mean? I really like the perk system. I think it's very nice. Me too. I like it definitely in the sense of it being a little bit more classic. I like how it doesn't really affect your score streaks. Like, you can still keep your score streaks and stuff like that if you wanted to have like a specialist, I believe. I really enjoy how they added Ninja as an actual perk, because I think the sound was definitely being abused a heavy amount in this game, MW2, and especially MW19. You could clearly tell of the play style from that game to Black Ops 6. People are actually being like, not forced, but like it's recommended now, and almost like pushing that playstyle on them in Black Ops 6 to move around, look for people, not by sound, but by actual sight and seeing where they're spawning. Like the maps, it felt very classic, but a little bit newer, you know, like it wasn't so scattered. It still kind of had like the 3-lane map, but it wasn't so 3-lane, very straightforward. I like that. I like that a lot. I really am a fan of the 3-lane maps, so I'm always gonna praise that. I was not a fan of how MW19 played, where everyone kind of sat in corners and waited for people to kind of just run around into their reticles. I didn't like that. I hated that. I couldn't stand it. Hell, I couldn't even play most of the maps. The beta maps were shit. The release maps were shit. I think the only map that I actually genuinely liked and played it multiple times on MW19 was Shoot House and Shipment. And I don't even think I liked Shipment. I just liked it because of how much engagement there was. Remember how shit the spawns were on that game. That on Shipment, literally spawning inside people's rectums. Like shoulder bumping these motherfuckers as you're walking out of the spawn. Big uproar in the positivity with the maps. I definitely think that was huge. What the fuck are these guns? I ain't even... Was that dual-wield shotgun semi-auto? What? That lobby was rough. I'm kind of getting distracted with all these sweaty lobbies, man. I don't know if I want to keep playing that. Overall, I love the way it felt. I loved the way it looked. I loved how the gun just felt. Like, even when I was running around and red gunning and I kind of put away the sniper for a little bit, very smooth. Very smooth. TTK wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow. I enjoy how much customization there was with the HUD. Like, you could have it like pretty much personalized to what you want. That very much. I like that very much. This way it's not so linear with just kind of what everyone's looking at, and you know, having all the information kind of there or not. You could literally take away all your HUD details like in hardcore, so I don't know if hardcore is gonna have the HUD or have like little different differences in there. Overall, I think Black Ops 6, compared to all the previous CODs we've had since, honestly, Black Ops Cold War, I'd say this one is most well-rounded, baked, nice. I think with the rest of these weeks up until the release, I hope they do the right thing with the amount of information that we've given. I kind of wish I made a little bit more videos just actually talking about the game and playing it while I was playing it, but I kind of wanted to just take advantage of all the playtime and just, grind it out. Now that I'm here talking about it, and I posted some montages, I feel like I have a good understanding on this game already. I really like the face-off maps. I really like the Skyline was one of the ones. Derelict I really liked as well. Scud was the one where I was a little iffy about, only because it was a bit of a larger and more scattered map. It wasn't really kind of like your usual layout, I would say. Now that I was playing it for a little while and I put some, playtime into that, I would honestly say Scud is a pretty good map. And viewing at it now, I say most of the maps, if not all the maps, play pretty well. I mean, other than that game mode kill order, which really throws off the flow of the game with having that more health and the down thing, really ruins the chances of hitting clips as well a little bit. So, I mean, I'd say that was a little iffy. I'm not really a big fan of that game mode, but everything else, even on TDM, it played very nicely. Obviously, Domination was my favorite. I think Domination was the greatest game mode that they've had in this game so far. I think that one played immensely well. I truly love Domination on that game, and I can't express my excitement enough for the full release, but I hope you guys can sense that I'm pretty excited for this full release. I'm gonna get into this game and just start making as many videos as I possibly can. Anytime I got downtime, I'm making a video on it. And I'm very upset with myself for how inconsistent I've been over the actual several years at this point since I've been out of school. I'm very upset with myself with how inconsistent I've been. I want to be on top of this. Even if I don't have a huge following for fucking another 3 years, I don't care. I have fun doing this. I actually end up meeting some people and relating to some people, and hell, I might even be helping some people in certain ways, whether it be like just improvement in the game, some ideas that they never considered, whether it be like story time that I like, hell, you guys probably didn't even know coughing and breaking a rib could actually go intertwined, but I just enjoy making content. I enjoy actually being here, whether it's good gameplay or not. I just enjoy just being here. I want to keep making content for you guys. There's nothing that is going to stop me. There's nothing. And honestly, the only thing that I'd say would be able to bring a halt to this if the PC just up and vanished one day. As of right now, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do until hell. I physically cannot anymore. And I don't even make money from this. I don't make money. I'm not even a huge person at all. I don't get thousands of views. I don't even get hundreds of views sometimes. I just do this purely to help myself and help anyone who stumbles across my videos. If you relate to me, if you enjoy what I do and just kind of enjoy my what I have to say, I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not some professional. I do all this by myself. The thumbnails, the editing, the recording, all this is by myself. And I mean, if you really do enjoy this, and if you want to just see the progression over the years, please feel free to just join me. Come along, subscribe, leave a like, comment. I'm gonna be here making Call of Duty videos, hell, horror videos. I'll do more survival games when it comes out. If I see a game good enough fitting, the criteria, I'm definitely going to keep playing it. And for those of you who don't know, I've been recently going live on TikTok. So I don't know, some people, don't like TikTok. Some people got TikTok. If you have TikTok and you want to view my lives, you don't have to, but I don't really have a schedule, but if you want, I'm going to leave the link in the description. You could follow me, view some of the other content I've posted over the years. Hell, you know, when I go live, you could just stop in and say hello. Other than that, besides all that, with Black Ops 6 pretty much right around the corner, Halloween season honestly around the corner as well. I'm hoping for some horror games to come out so I could do some playthroughs, but Black Ops 6 around the corner. I've had my time to play it, and I'm able to build a confident opinion on it. I think it's a solid, well-rounded game. I think this COD has more potential than any other title in the previous years. Honestly, I think it would surpass Black Ops Cold War. I think it really has the potential. Judging by how the maps, the other maps that they may add may be, or the other weapons, and, you know, how everything kind of comes together, if there's any bugs that really start ruining it, or any meta weapons, you know, we got to see how they respond. But overall, done with this. I'm going to end up uninstalling MW2, uninstalling MW3, and it's Black Ops 6 all the way. Whether that be, you know, regular COM content, or rage videos, or, you know, sniping montages, balls to the wall. I promise to you guys, I will keep uploading videos until I physically cannot. It may not be every single day. It may be every other day, or it may be like every other day, but I promise to you, I swear, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm not going to be lazy. Every time I have a moment to record, I'm recording, whether it's bullshit or not. Consistency, and I need to be on top of this. I want to keep connecting with you guys. I truly do. Sorry that I didn't really play that much today. I hope you guys really understand, and I will talk more about the 2-box if you guys are, you know, a little confused and want some, you know, answers about that. Just had to download the DLC map, so I think the next video I'll show you the difference in the lobbies with that. Black Ops 6, I'll definitely show you that, because I was using that towards the end of the beta, and it made a drastic difference. Now, you don't have to get a 2-box, because you do end up having to get another platform and buy the game again, but for those of you wondering, and for those of you kind of sketchy about other content creators, that's what they're doing. I'll get into that in the next video, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for, hell, being anyone who's been with me since the start. Thank you very much. I think I've come a long way, and I think I've learned a lot. Anyone who's coming across me now, I still have a big hill to climb, but I think I've learned so much, and I've experienced and met so many people that I'm too deep to completely drop this. I'm gonna keep going. So expect more content, expect more activity, expect more montages, expect more rage clips, expect everything. I know I'm not a professional, I know I'm not known, but this is truly what I enjoy doing. Time off, and I'm gonna take advantage of this until I die, you know, because this brings me happiness. I enjoy talking and relating and just connecting with others that do the same. Just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support on the previous videos. And if you're looking forward to the future, I much appreciate your time sticking with me, you know. Please subscribe if you feel like it, like if you feel like it. If you want me to improve in any way, or you know, you got something nice to say, leave it in the comments, please, because I love it. I love it all.